So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the lizard, and it'll just be a quick video showing a couple fights with the guy. I took him into some off-season Alliance War stuff, and took a couple cool fights that I enjoy his utility pieces for. But Lizard has been a champion who has definitely gone by without a lot of people noticing him, and that's probably pretty fair, because I don't think he's in like the better half of the champions of the year, and he definitely can get outshined in the science class a bit, but there are quite a few cool utility pieces that I do really enjoy in this character's kit, and I also just really like his damage loop. And he's a really fun champion to play. I like the unstoppable mechanic you get a lot with the dex buff, and you trigger immunity for it with your special attack and stuff, and if you accidentally get hit, which I've had a lot in the video before, you get the really nice regen. Actually, it is quite potent and will restore a lot of your health over time. And we're going to start against this Destroyer here on Node 1. It's Destroyer. He doesn't have an insanely big power level defensively, but on this node, basically, you want to try to be buff immune against Destroyer here, because Destroyer's sig ability is going to make it to where you're going to take some rupture damage based off of the damage that you actually do to him. And when Lizard is in his special animations, he is buff immune, and that's going to help us here because of the placebo node, which is going to be placing more buffs on me to help trigger Destroyer's sig ability. So as you can see here, we're taking a little bit of damage back. Like, it's not going to be anything crazy, but he's also getting a protection from it, which is certainly annoying. So what I'm going to do here is special 1 into, heavy attack into my special 1. We'll get the fervor, we'll start placing more ruptures, and there I accidentally took a hit, but it gives me not only a hindered debuff for willpower, but we're also regenning a lot of that hit damage that we just took. So that's pretty cool. And then, yeah, like all these protections that Destroyer is getting, it's not going to matter too much once we get to 2 bars, because then we'll be buff immune in the special attack and he won't have any protections left. And also, you saw Destroyer's power gain trigger earlier on in fights, but doesn't matter against Lizard, because when the opponent is above 2 bars of power, he places a 100% Wither debuff on them, as long as you're awakened at least, which comes in very clutch against Destroyer there, because then he has no chance of going 3 bars, which is one of my favorite things about Lizard. That sig ability Wither is very impactful. So here we're going to be fighting Nico. He's really, really good for Nico. Probably like one of the best Nico counters, if not the best in the game. Every time she tries to poison him, she's instead going to just give him the unstoppable. Unfortunately, like, I got hit there, but it's fine. The halt is very annoying, I will say, though, because you want to be using his unstoppable a lot, but her placing the halt on the special 1 makes that hard. But at least you do have the tracking, which is going to make it to where you can much easier be able to counter her special 1. But we want to push Nico to special 2s anyway, because every time I dex it, we'll get the unstoppable buff, and it's also just making her take a lot more rupture damage, because the power stings do scale with how much power the opponent had when they dropped a special, and how much power they have remaining too. So I'm going to go ahead and drop my special 2 here, and it does a very large chunk of damage to her, and yeah, she's going to take some more damage there from the ruptures, of course, but she's also going to regen a little bit from adrenaline, so it kind of evens out some. Despair doesn't counter adrenaline, but we also are getting a lot of power in our little meter on Lizard that gets bigger the more damage the opponent takes there in special, and that also does your special 2 and special 3 burst damage. So there she goes down, and it was a pretty fast fight for an 800,000 health Nico. I think that's how much health it was, at least. But now we're going to go fight Karolina Dean. This is another matchup where it's kind of just the Wither really taking control of how this fight looks. And I don't think I played this one perfectly, but that Wither is going to be what makes this fight work, because then Karolina doesn't have a chance of going red, as long as I'm not like actively hitting her, of course. I didn't know the heavy spacing in this fight very well, so you're going to see me eat her heavy attack multiple times, but you're also going to see the regen kind of come in play and make it to where we can at least bypass a lot of that and get a lot of that health back. So I need her to drop a special 2, which she's going to do here, and we'll go ahead and dex out of it. You saw me accidentally drop a special 2 at the beginning of the fight, which was, of course, not on purpose. So that's a little annoying because I really need to ramp with my special 1. But there I did time my counter right, and we can go ahead and eat 1 hit, but we're unstoppable because of the dex during the special, which saved me probably dying in that fight. I really love the unstoppable part of his kit. It's so good. For instances like that where you're just overconfident trying to dex something and then he saves you because of it. But here she's going to take a lot of damage on her special attack again, and then we'll go ahead and drop my special 2, which is going to finish the job very easily. So there's that fight. And yeah, it was definitely a little bit wobbly at the start, but Lizard's utilities and his tankiness at the end definitely came into play to help me win that fight. And then the last fight I'm going to do is against this Rintra here on the CCP beta, just as a bit of a bonus fight to show Lizard in a bit more of a casual setting, just against this Rintra here, who is a very big tanky bastard, but Lizard makes it pretty simple because we can just see how strong his damage is normally in this matchup. And what I'm just going to do here is push Rintra to 2 bars, and of course that Wither makes it to where the power gain from the Sig ability doesn't matter, which is great. And then I'll go ahead and counter the special attack with my heavy attack, which you want to do a lot to upkeep your ruptures. And then yeah, we got actually really lucky and none of the ruptures were consumed when you dropped the special 1 there, but I'm going to go ahead and bait 1 more special. I don't know, I might push Rintra to 2 bars, or I might just bait the special 1. It would do more damage to him if we push him to 2 bars, but also I can just get a really easy dex there and go into my special 2, so we didn't really need him to take extra damage on the specials either way. But that's Lizard. Like, I'll probably do a longer video on him eventually, but I really like this character, and I think he's going to be a lot of fun for me in the future with a lot of different pieces of content. So anyway, thanks so much for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.